We're so excited to share this with you today.
Absolutely. Let's dive into what Notebook LM can do.
Piece of digital communication, a script really, that uses, black magic, extreme vulgarity, even chainsaw violence.
Right.
And all of it just to demand a channel subscription. It's bewildering.
It really is.
We've been looking at excerpts from this source. It's called The Skeleton Subscription Curse in Chainsaw Hex. And the contrast is just, it hits you immediately, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How does asking for a free click turn into this apocalyptic, really personal rant?
That's exactly what we need to unpack, that rhetoric. The source itself even kind of knows it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's a note calling it petty, petty, very, very petty. But then it just unleashes this flood of ancient curses mixed with really modern anger. Yeah. So our mission basically is to dissect that language. It's like weaponized shame for the digital age.
A declaration of war on the non-subscriber.
Pretty much.
And it sets that tone right away. The script actually talks about this amazing effect it wants.
Oh, yeah, the screen pipe.
Exactly, where the skeleton supposedly punches the screen so hard it knocks the camera over, making you, the viewer, check if your own phone fell.
It's instantly aggressive.
Yeah.
Physical digital dominance.
Not just asking, asserting. Okay, so let's get into how this aggression actually works. So the main character, this bony bastard skeleton, apparently climbs out of the grave just to shame you, personally.
Because you didn't click the button. That's the core conflict. It's immediate.
And that failure, that non-click, is apparently enough to justify, well, everything that follows.
Exactly. It brings out the two main enforcement tools. You've got the supernatural, the black magic curse, and then the very physical sound of a chainsaw revving loud.
It's the absurdity, isn't it? The punishment is like total annihilation.
Yeah, utter destruction.
For something that costs nothing, just user engagement.
Precisely.
And what really struck me is how it finds the perfect modern equivalent for, actual doom.
The Wi-Fi curse.
Yes, it starts there. Threatening to turn your Wi-Fi off, leave you in disgrace.
Which is kind of genius in its own twisted way.
How so?
Well, losing Wi-Fi, that's an immediate, relatable little horror for anyone online, right?
Definitely. Annoying, at least.
It's low stakes, but effective. And it uses that little jolt of modern panic to bridge the gap straight to the maximum violence.
It's a high-stakes ultimatum.
Exactly. I'll chainsaw your sole subscriber, bleed. Suddenly we're cosmic.
And the source materials really lean into why you deserve this, painting the viewer as lazy, spineless, a digital disgrace.
Right. It's not just that you forgot to click. It implies it's a deep moral failing, a cultural failing even.
So that justifies annihilation.
Apparently so.
So the immediate petty threat, losing Wi-Fi, it sort of paves the way for the existential one, losing your soul.
It keeps the momentum going, yeah. You make sure you understand the stakes are somehow both zero and world-ending at the same time.
And crazy logic.
And if we shift gears a bit, away from the physical threats for a moment, and just look at the words themselves, the language. This thing is just relentless. It's specialized aggression.
It's not just random swearing.
No, not at all. It feels methodical. It uses these offensive terms to paint viewer apathy, that non-subscribe, as this profound, moral rot.
Something that needs to be surgically removed, maybe with a chainsaw.
Or cursed out of existence.
Yeah. Okay, let's dive into that vocabulary then. Because these insults, they're designed to hurt, aren't they? It's not just name-calling. It feels like it's attacking your actual worth.
Absolutely. You can almost group them. There are these, social and political attacks.
Give me some examples.
Okay, so you're called normie scum, hypocrite vermin, even things like cuckold homo hypocrites.
Wow, okay.
And then there's this really grotesque targeted line, daughters of perverts, your lineage is a threat.
Ooh, that's pure shock value, isn't it? Designed to make you feel totally exposed. Just vile.
Weaponized, yeah. But it doesn't stop there. The text seems obsessed with, quantifying how low you are.
That's what I found so strange. Why does it need to say the viewer is lower than a fart from a dead cockroach's parasite?
Or beneath a sewer rat's fart.
That's right. Instead of just saying scum or whatever, why the detail?
That's a really good point. I think that extreme, almost mathematical quantification of disgust, it serves a purpose. It's so aggressively specific, so hyperbolic, it just blasts through any cynicism you might have.
You can't even argue with it.
Exactly. You feel like you're meant to be the absolute scum, this festering sore, a wimpy worm. It creates this rhetorical exhaustion.
And then the jump to curses or chainsaws feels almost logical within its own insane framework.
Sort of, yeah. If you're labeled a pimple on the race, well, the text implies you need purging.
And that loops back to the idea of the viewer being a hypocrite.
Definitely. It accuses you of preaching love but hating fast, or preaching peace online but you're full of hate.
So the skeleton is the only honest one here.
Yeah, it's the position it takes, seeing through your fake-ass mask.
So the whole point of this incredibly intense language is basically to justify the violence.
By destroying any moral high ground the viewer might think they have.
Yeah. Okay, so we have this skeleton character who's, what, part black magician, part power tool enthusiast?
Huh, seems like it. A dedicated tradesman of terror.
And the threats are split pretty evenly, aren't they, between spells and the chainsaw, and they often target the digital world you're in right now.
Right. The magic is aimed at total disruption. Cognitive, digital. It promises to spellbind your mind, leave it tattered and torn.
Which is pure psychological assault.
It is, but then it snaps right back to the immediate practical level, threatening to hex your keyboard subscribe before it's too late.
So it's personalized sabotage happening right now, aimed at the button you're supposed to click.
Exactly. Real-time hexing.
But hang on, doesn't cursing someone's bloodline
For
not clicking a YouTube subscribe button, doesn't that kind of undermine the whole goal? It says it'll curse your bloodline, watch your legacy dive. If you wipe out their legacy, who's going to subscribe later? It feels like pure performance. Shock value over any actual utility.
Oh, it absolutely sacrifices utility. You're spot on.
So that's the point.
I think so. It highlights how performative the aggression is. The goal isn't logical follow-through. It's generating massive attention through the sheer extremity of the threat.
Demonstrating total commitment to this tiny cause.
Maximal commitment, minimal cause. Yeah.
And the chainsaw threats, they seem to serve a similar, very visual purpose.
Definitely. The chainsaw is about smashing boundaries. Right. Breaking the fourth wall, literally.
Coming for your screen.
Breaking every fourth wall. And crucially, it's not just about physical damage, is it?
No, it says it wants to chainsaw your ego, chainsaw your pride.
Right, attacking your abstract self-worth. That gets combined with the magic, the curses of physical decay, cast a spell of rot, make your skin peel back. It's meant to be this immersive total sensory threat, all designed to force you, the viewer, to engage, to react.
To click the button.
Ultimately, yeah.
Okay, this is where, for me, the whole thing just collapses into, I don't know, glorious chaos. We have to talk about the chorus.
Ah, yes, the chorus.
Because it takes all that cosmic generational threat, the bloodline curse, the soul chainsawing, and slams it right up against these incredibly crude, almost childish insults.
It's total rhetorical whiplash, isn't it?
It really is.
It's like the skeleton runs out of ancient hexes and just defaults to playground insults.
Yeah. The chorus is full of really extreme vulgarity, sexualized stuff like bone in your mouth, suck it.
Very aggressive.
But then it pivots to this super low-grade abuse.
It does.
Was it your mom smells like dust?
Or your mom smells like a charity shop.
Right. And then just booger breath loser and doo-doo head, your brain's got a dent. It's bizarrely funny next to the chainsaw stuff.
It feels like the author thought, okay, the high-stakes threats aren't quite hitting. Maybe we need some profound, almost infantile humiliation, too.
Maybe. Which leads us back to the core paradox, right? The payment.
Yeah. The payment, yes. After threatening eternal damnation and, chainsawing your soul, the skeleton offers you money.
But like barely any money.
A ridiculously specific, minimal amount, 10 pence.
That detail just floors me. You have to grok that, as the source says, to get the whole picture.
Absolutely. I'll pay you 10 pence for that gagging sound.
Or I'll pay you 10 pence for that awful accent.
It just lays it bare, doesn't it? This massive, violent, over-the-top performance is masking this tiny, pathetic, low-value transaction. Your utter humiliation is worth 10 pence.
So the source is basically pointing out the soul-crushing pettiness of the whole digital economy, hiding just beneath the shock tactics.
I think that's a big part of it. It's the ultimate anticlimax.
Yeah.
This whole journey through hellfire and curses and insults.
Leads to what?
Leads to that final chorus ultimatum. Subscribe or I'll hux you, you pathetic little crumb.
All that sound and fury for 10 pence and a click.
That's the digital grind, apparently. Hashtag tag outro. So, pulling this all together, what does this text really show us? Or show you, the listener?
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
I think it's a masterclass, in its own way, in maximalist, weaponized engagement. It just destroys the usual distance between creator and audience.
It turns a polite little digital nudge
into this incredibly grotesque, personalized declaration of war.
Yeah.
Throws everything at the wall. Vulgarity, existential threats, financial absurdity.
Just to shame the bottom feeder, as it calls them.
Into clicking that button.
Yeah.
Force that engagement.
It really does feel like a perfect, if terrifying, encapsulation of the attention economy, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, when the actual ask is so minimal, just click this thing, it costs you nothing. Maybe the only way to get noticed is to make the performance, the aggressions huge.
To cut through the noise.
Exactly. It has to break the fourth wall, curse your ancestors, insult your mom, just to even register as a request anymore.
A grim thought.
It is. The skeleton promises you'll be cursed to the bone and says this wrath is its ultimate dream. So, here's something to chew on.
Okay.
Does this text suggest that in our current online world, the only way to guarantee engagement for these tiny asks is through maximum personalized hatred?
Is performance toxicity the new baseline for viral requests?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Something for you to think about. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.